All right, we're back here at Bar A. Before we get to Evan's song, first let me introduce the guy behind me who needs no introduction. Bernie Williams, everybody. Now, full-time musician. He had a former job. I can't remember what it was, but he was okay at it. So he used to have another job, but he's now a full-time musician. He will join us a little later. I told you that this comedian from Great Neck, who now lives in L.A., Evan Wexell, wrote a song that he couldn't come up with a more clever name, so the name of the song is Mike Francesa, right? That's the name of the song. Yeah, there we go. All right, so he wanted to come in and play it. So wait a second, let's give him a chance. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready, Evan? We ready to go? Here we go, Evan Wexell.
There's a man from 1 to 6, number 1 without any tricks. 3 liters of Diet Coke that went right through ya. Of everyone at the fan, no one is richer. Andy Pettit is a starting pitcher. And in the bathroom, Julie Glazer is standing next to ya. Mike Francesa, Mike Francesa doesn't get along with the Jets. Mike Francesa. Headphones never touch his hair. He tolerates Mike in Montclair. And if Sweeney ever comes on, he'll sleep right through ya. He canceled the New York City Marathon. He told Fox Sports, put my mic on! And Peyton, the first guy you kiss, can't be Papa John. Mike Francesa, Mike Francesa tried to get A-Rod to confess. Mike Francesa. He dominates each rating cycle. For the last time, don't call him Michael. And if you mention wrestling, there is nothing he can offer to ya. Is it too late to beg? Please don't go. Should we find a new job for Julio? He could drive around one of the many celebrities that you know. Mike Francesa, Mike Francesa gets great seats to the Mets. Mike Francesa, Mike Francesa, Mike Francesa. Radio will regress without Mike Francesa.
Evan Wexell. Now, I know you can get this song on iTunes because my kids played it to me on the bus stop. Come here, sit down.
All right.
I had already, first of all, good job, folks, right? Was it a good song? Thank you. Everyone should have a song in their life, absolutely. Now, I've actually, like I said, my kids actually found it before I did on iTunes and played it for me in the morning and was singing that to me the other morning. So really giving me a hard time with it as they were waiting for the camp bus. So I have heard it. Now, first of all, you need to find something else to do with your life. That's really... you need a couple of hobbies, a girlfriend, something. I mean, kids. I mean, something in your life. What is this?
That's a gift for you?
A gift.
I want to give you, because you're going to get a lot of gifts.
I'm afraid to open this right now. After the song, I'm afraid to open it.
What I gave, you can open it now.
I'll open it now.
I can tell you what it is?
No,
okay.
Let me be surprised.
I wrote you a nice note. I did write you a note.
Let me be surprised. Now that it's on iTunes, I hope we're getting some hits. I mean, I don't want to be embarrassed.
So. That's a gift card to the WWE Network, so you can pass it off to your children. But
absolutely,
there's some Bruno Sammartino on there, maybe some Bobo Brazil. So we'll see.
Argentino Apollo, the guys I remember.
Sure.
I do know John Cena because he showed up in some movie I saw recently. So I do know who John Cena is. I've seen The Rock on Ballers. He can't act, but he's on the show. I mean, so. This is www.funnyevan.com.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So tell me, a kid from Great Neck went to Great Neck schools like Great Neck North, South High. Which one?
South High.
Great Neck South High. Yep. Okay. And how'd you get to L.A.?
My wife had lived out there, and then we met at the train station at the LIRR in Great Neck.
Did you really?
We went to the same high school, but we never spoke. She was a year older.
Right.
She was the popular one doing all the shows, and I was the trombone player.
You were busy
in the orchestra.
You were writing songs about me. You had no time for women.
Well, here's the thing. David Letterman was leaving the air, and before he did, Adam Sandler wrote a song about him, and I had been helping with Francesa. I'm like, what can I do different this year? So I started playing the song, like, this sounds a lot like Hallelujah. So I just finished that song.
Yeah, well, thankfully he went to a higher place before he heard that. So maybe, because I don't know if he would have loved that. So you never know. He might have taken it as homage.
Yeah, I made it original, though.
Absolutely. So you've been listening to the show for a few years, though.
Yeah,
obviously.
The first time I called in, actually, was when Boomer Esiason went to the Cardinals. I called you and the dog.
Right.
I'd also come up to you when they had the basketball game of the Giants versus the Jets in Hofstra.
Okay.
That was when they wouldn't let that happen now.
Kyle Brady had a dunk from the top of the key. That was one of the most ferocious things you ever saw. But we did. We had a full team. We would not allow that now. Dog and I coached teams of Jets and Giants playing basketball. They were actually pretty tough. They were pretty good players.
They were.
Yeah. So you were at that game.
Yeah,
that's a long time ago.
And once I saw you coming out of a car wash on Jericho Turnpike, and I waved to you. I said, "Mike Francesa," and you were like waving at me. So that was very nice of you.
I do go to a car wash on Jericho Turnpike. They do. I think you got guys basically following me is what it comes down to. I mean, it's stalking you in life.
Don't worry. I've been in LA 12 years, so you don't have to worry about that anymore.
All right. So did you perform this song at FrancesaCon?
I performed it at FrancesaCon.
I wasn't there, obviously.
Yeah, but now it's going to be like an annual thing. As long as you do them still.
I will do FrancesaCon. I told them I would do FrancesaCon this year. If these wackos will show up, I will do FrancesaCon. Yeah. I absolutely, they are. That is this is getting close, but that is the craziest event of all time. I mean, absolutely. But this is getting pretty close today. But you know what? I was leery of the song working here, but it came off great. I have to admit, he did a great job. I mean, it really was. It was very entertaining. So
I was trying to find a backing vocalist.
Were you nervous?
They were all. I was a little. Things like this scare you a little because I don't usually play for a bajillion people at a time, but this was amazing.
How good is that?
It was great.
So what is going on in your career? Like, tell me, are you a starving comedian? Are you a thriving comedian? What's going on?
I'm a comedian. I've been to 46 states. Most notably, I've been on like the VH1. I love the 80s. I love the 70s and all that stuff.
You've been on, what's the biggest show you've been on? Biggest TV show?
Over the summer, technically, I was on The Gong Show.
Oh, they have The Gong Show, the new one?
They brought it back.
Okay.
I was future Justin Bieber.
Really?
I knew what I was in for, so I basically did what they wanted and got heavily gonged. Yeah. So you can watch it on demand.
Listen, you tried. So how are things going?
Things are going well. I mean, I'm going to have some college shows coming up, and I'm always in LA. It's very random. It could be a different thing every day. One day you're auditioning for this, you're going out for that, or you're playing there, and it's a fun hustle.
Well, listen, First of all, coming all the way in here for this was very nice.
Totally worth it.
You did a great job. I have to admit, my kids love the song. I mean, they
Thank
do.
you.
My kids, I'm telling them, they sing it to me now. So, I mean, it's like, can you stop singing this song to me? I don't know what was worse, them singing this to me, or the fact that they saw me in the 30 for 30 with a mustache, because they have not let me live that down. And that was the worst mustache of all time. I don't know what. I must have been nuts. I mean, I didn't have it for long, but it was terrible. I should not have had a mustache.
And I was in the
awful.
30 for 30 for 2 seconds. I was in the 30 for 30.
You were.
I was saying like, Mongo Nation, are you guys ready? And that was my under 5.
Well, listen, hey, big hand, folks. This wasn't easy to do this. It was a great job. Did a great job.
I'll get my stuff.
Yeah, get it, because Mike's going to come back. But if you hang around, maybe we'll do it again later in the show for the audience later. How about that?
Yeah,
You like
I'll do that. Yeah, then
All
now they'll work.
See, the radio audience, and now the audience here knows it, so they can participate. Maybe we'll do it in the 5 o'clock hour. How's
Love
that?
it.
You like the idea?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Evan Wexell, we'll be right back after this.